Hey guys, so this is, why did that sound like semi-Italian? Hey guys, it sounded really weird. Okay, so we're gonna do a mishmash. We're gonna show you some Chanel that we picked up, and we're gonna talk about food, we're gonna talk about stuff, dating, all kinds of things. Because that's basically what our conversation consists of. So this is, you guys, okay, if you have been following since way back in the day, you would have seen Ashley when she was living in Nashville. And now she's in Atlanta. I mean, I was here last year, but I didn't really vlog then. So here we're gonna do like some fun stuff. So, Ashley, what do you do here in Atlanta?
I am a makeup artist here, and I also work with spas. So I help them grow their businesses.
Okay, that was
all
like
things beauty.
Totally underselling. She's like fully educated in hair
I'm
care,
an esthetician,
skincare. Like I ask her questions all the time about ingredients and products. Sometimes I might sound smarter than I am because I ask her a question beforehand. But that way I know what I'm saying. Is like, she's like, oh, so that's why you were asking about that. Because sometimes, I mean, I don't want to pass on false information. So might as well get it from someone who actually knows what they're talking about. And I really want to get her to start posting all her tips on Instagram, because I feel like every time I ask a question, I always find out something I didn't know, or something that I would have wanted to know before buying certain kinds of skincare, especially. Also, women of color, what works for you? But you actually said that you think that doing makeup on lighter skin, like white people, is actually easier for you sometimes.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Well, it's easier because the contrast, like you just put a neutral tone and the tone will stay what it is. But when you start getting into warmer complexions, the tones change, and then you have to like do a lot of matching because people of color have like 3 different shades on their face. So that makes it a little bit more challenging.
Right. I know, like, because we're both warm, but when we go swatch something, mine will look orange and like look like what's in the tube, and then she'll swatch it and I'm like, why does that look like frosty pink on you? Like, it's so crazy. So I don't know, that's just something I just saw a lot because we play with a lot of makeup. Anyway, so to the makeup. Neiman Marcus, this is so bad. They were doing 50 off 200, and you guys know that no matter what retailer or what store is doing promotion, they always exclude Chanel. Neiman's included Chanel, so of course their counter was like rated, and they did really good sales that day. We also contributed to that.
Yes, but we couldn't help it.
It was, oh my, here's the thing, you guys have seen, like, I don't talk about Chanel that often. I have some Illusion de Ombres, I have a bronzer here and there, a highlighter here and there, but I really don't delve into Chanel because I don't have the opportunity to swatch it really, and also that's probably the main thing. If I can't swatch it, I really don't want to buy it. Also, if I can't, and it's not on discount, that's like the biggest deal. So would you like to share your part of the haul first, or should we do one product?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start. Actually, we both got this, so you can.
We both got Soleil tan.
Right. I wanted to replace
Soleil tan de Chanel.
Right.
Sorry.
I wanted to replace mine. And why did you get one?
I wanted to try. I just wanted to use it on my clients because I think it'll be really nice for my fairer complexions. So I'm gonna try it out. That's great reviews.
Right.
And someone said that it could be used on my skin as a base, so I'm gonna try it and see if it goes ashy.
Yeah. It might not. I think it's really warm, but we've seen really warm stuff go ashy on you. So I already have one, so I'm gonna keep the container I have. So let me know what you guys do with your like old bougie containers, because this one's really pretty and it's large, so you can hold a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to figure if I should like drench it in some kind of serum and put pads in there. Ooh. Or like create like an eye serum thing where I keep pads in there. I don't know. You guys
so handy.
It's nice. We both picked up a lipstick.
Yes, I got Rouge, Coco, and 406 Antoinette. It's what I'm wearing right now.
Is yours a shine or is it a regular?
Regular.
Okay, mine's a shine.
Mine's a regular, and it's actually, I was a little apprehensive. I thought it was gonna look like a dead person because I'm not used to this color, but I actually didn't like it. So yep.
Okay, so I got the Rouge Coco Shine in number 99. The name is in French, and I took Spanish in high school, so we're gonna skip that real quick so I don't embarrass myself. So here's the shade. It's kind of a brownie nude. It does have a little bit of shimmer, but because of the formula being a Coco Shine, it's very light. So there you can see it on there. And I actually, no, do I have this on my skin, on my face? No, I don't. But I would recommend these. I really like them. They just don't last a very long time, which is fine. None of the Chanel stuff is like, you know, if they ever do a liquid lipstick, I'd be surprised, right? They don't do one, right? I feel bad saying that, like, if it's...
No, they do have liquid lipsticks, just it's on 2 sides. One side is one.
Okay, so you don't have to necessarily set it with the setting side.
Yeah, there's a clear side on that side.
All right, so
this one is 406. Can you see that? Does that even work for me?
Yeah, you have to, yeah, it does.
There you go.
So there's 406, and then I'm gonna do a swatch.
Excuse my hair tie, it's so weird.
This is shade number
406.
406. On what shade? What is your skin tone?
Well, if you're Makeup Forever, it's 173. If you were MAC, it would be, oh my gosh, what am I in MAC? Hey, spit some MAC numbers out. What are the numbers for MAC?
NC45.
Oh, NC45. See, I don't wear MAC.
NC45. So in case you are of similar skin tone, this one shows up really good. Okay, so next we each got a gloss. Sorry, we're gonna have pizza later. This is gonna be seriously, this video is gonna have so much stuff in it. Okay, I got a Rouge Allure gloss in Super Nude, which is like a really fun name. Now, because I don't buy Chanel that often, when she showed me how this gloss was, I was like super impressed and felt really like into myself. So you have this like long black tube, says Chanel down there. It pops up and then you pull the gloss out. So I really like this. It's very opaque. It feels really good. This is only from a couple days of like trying all the products out. But underneath is the shade Super Nude. You can see it's a little glossier. You can even see that the Rouge Coco shine has like, you know, it is pretty shiny. So this isn't like super glossy and super shiny, which is good. And I feel like if you tap it in, it could definitely go pretty, like a natural matte. Okay, what gloss did you get?
I got 2 glosses because I just couldn't get enough. This was one called Glossamer. So I got it in 131, which is like this pinky color. It really was because I was trying to get Cicely
Amethyst.
Yeah, so pretty.
So the lighter swatch.
You can kind of see the little pearlescence. It's really pretty on.
What's the shade name?
I don't know the name. It's 121. Oh, Mica. Mica.
Okay. It is.
This is Rouge Allure Gloss in 21 Distinction. That's the darker shade on the bottom.
Super pretty. Oh, does it dry? Does yours dry a little matte? Or
no? It can. I think if you tap, like you said, tap it'll get.
I was gonna say
warm.
mine went kind of. Mine did
not warm.
Mine never set to that finish. Okay, so the last lip color I got, actually it's not the last one. I have another one coming. It's the Sensual. It's like the new in the newer collection, I think. You also got that eye thing. Look at the eye treatment thing. Okay, so this one is a Rouge Coco Stylo, or this is, do they say Stilo? It's in the shade Script. It literally goes on like a balm. Now, I have some issues with this, and that like if you live in warmer weather, you cannot, this is not something you can keep in the car, or you're like in your breasts. Sometimes, you know, I keep the products in there if I don't want to, but it goes on like a balm. So it's the color, so it's this one at the bottom. It's like a slightly darker nude, but because it's like a balm-like finish, it shears out. But it feels like a balm. It feels really, and it wears evenly. You don't get that weird ring. Sometimes I feel like when things are like kind of like melty, well, it says Complete Care Lip Shine. So maybe it is meant to be like some sort of like, not treatment, but it's not like a regular lip product. Okay, next, this is so exciting.
This is a limited edition product. It is the Illusion d'Ombre. I don't speak French, but it's 112 and iridescent. For those of you that might have seen the MAC Opalese, it's much better than that. It doesn't have that weird white base. It is gorgeous. I'm trying to put some on my hands for you to see.
I'll swatch it too, just so you can see it on different skin tones. I bought this also, but she got the last one, so I have to wait for it in the mail. Oh my god, it doesn't even show up on me. Well, it does. It's so pretty. I can't wait to get this. Also, if you guys have seen the older Illusion d'Ombres, the ones that kind of dry up and feel kind of like jelly, you flip them and they pop out. The new formula doesn't do that, and this is the newer formula. I didn't even know this existed until I went to the counter.
There.
Okay, now you can talk about it.
So it's the bottom shade. I think it'll look really pretty. It has a nice like sheen to it. It's more warm than the Opalese.
Yeah, it leans more peach, whereas the Opalese goes more pink. I'll show it to you on my skin. Let's see.
Well, don't get excited about it being, you know, that, I mean, it's slightly warm. But what's nice about it is, I think it looks like she wore earlier over a warmer smoky shadow, and it was really pretty. And then I tried to wear it alone, and it was really pretty. So, yeah, it's a good shade.
Okay, so the last thing, I already shared this with you. It's the Chanel Sublimage La Tente. We're gonna, when we do the Chanel review in the haul, we're gonna talk about this, but I really, really like this because it concludes the Sublimage skincare. Now, I'm not super familiar with any of the Chanel skincare outside of the Micro Serum and the Hydra Serum. So, but apparently the Sublimage is worth a look too, because this is really, really, really good. It goes on nicely. I can do a layer and be good, but if I want to really like not go through with concealer and do certain parts, I do have to like spot conceal with this, which I also like. But I don't think you get more than medium coverage. I haven't gone more than one and a half layers. But we'll definitely, you'll hear more about this. Okay, Okay, so we ordered some food from a place called, what is it called? Crust. So we drove 25 minutes for this, so we had to go in the, we had to reheat it. But she was like, this is the best stuff ever. So we went and got it. So let me show you. Oh my god, yeah, my response will be live. So this we got their crust special, which is pepperoni, mushroom, sausage, peppers, red onion. I think that's it. But something about the crust is supposed to be amazing. I even saw, like, if you go to their Facebook or their website, the pictures of their food look so much more appetizing. Like, I don't even like wraps, but their wraps look really good. This is the penne alla vodka, I think. So, you know, vodka sauce. And then then we got a house salad, which mainly consists of arugula. It looks like pine nuts, almonds, and I think there was some kind of dressing. Not one of those creamy ones, so kind of excited. Okay, so we got our plates. And we figured we'd just like sit here and talk to you for a little bit about random stuff. Hopefully this doesn't run too long. Because you kind of know my thoughts on a lot of random things, you know, food and dating. But I don't know, with this election, it seems like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of friendships are gone. People and families are, it's like really divided. And you know, it's like, oh, you should be able to be mature enough to just be around people who have like different points of view as you. But it's like kind of hard sometimes, like, especially when like certain topics are deal breakers for people. And I know that from I'd stopped dating around the end of September or something like that. And at first it gives you a lot of time to reflect on people that you've dated or like, but I've also found that like after this election took place, I kind of like went through and thought about all the people I had gone on dates with or had dated even for like a longer period of time. And as far as talking about all these different topics, I just realized maybe a couple guys would probably make it through where I wouldn't have like huge conversations with them where like we would have a huge disagreement, because it's difficult, because like some of it is like guessing, but at the same time, like I'm not going on dates, like a first or second dates, like, so what do you think about immigration? What is your point of view on gay marriage? You know, like that's not something I'm saying with, it's just not first date or like getting to know people conversations. Like it's deeper. But at the same time, sometimes don't you feel like you kind of can get a feeling for how they might feel based on comments that they've made? Because I know that sometimes I hear comments in conversation, and because you're just getting to know the person, you don't want to like jump down their throat and be like, really? That's really what you think? And then be psycho. And then be psycho because it's like the second date or like something like that. But because we've been talking about this a lot, and I feel like regardless of who you are or what you think, something was different when you woke up that morning.
Yes. It was a weird environment. It was weird. I mean, I'm in sales too, so going to different salons and spas. The vibe was very uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah. Like people, I mean, that's not to say that everybody's like that, but you know, I have a lot, when you're in the beauty industry, you have a lot of people that are homosexual. So when you have that and you're in an environment where you've had so many things work in your favor, and then to hear something like the results of the election, it was a very like sad place for a lot of my salons.
Oh my god, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, let me try this pizza. I feel like, because this is like supposed to be like the selling point of going to this place, to pick up food, to drive 25 minutes there and back to get this.
I feel so bad if it's not good. I'll blame it on the reheating.
No, it's really good. It's really good. I need to try this crust. This crust is supposed to be, I mean, the name of the place is Crust. There is something about that.
It's very good.
This is the spot as I scoop.
Yay!
You guys, it's so good.
I'm 2 for 2 for places to eat.
She always, because we have really similar interest in food, which is very high. So whenever she recommends a place to me when I come down here, because she hasn't come to visit me yet. Which we have.
Bad friend.
But seriously guys, well, where am I gonna take her?
But she's not still in Cleveland. I'm like,
you guys see my vlogs, right? Like, what is that exciting, really?
Someone who's in Cleveland, can you please like put some spots for her to go under, like, so that way it'll make me feel better. I asked her like questions, she says, no, you don't have that.
She'll be like, go there, do this, do that, go eat there. I'm like, I cannot.
It's so interesting. I mean, I am from Ohio. I'm not trying to act like I'm just like all of a sudden.
She's from Columbus. Okay, listen, guys. For those that live in the north, that then moved down to the south. She will be complaining about bugs here. She'll be complaining about drivers here. I asked her, how cold is it gonna be? Like, what's the weather gonna be like when I come down? She's like, I don't know, it might be cold. It's like 60. I said, shut up.
But it's not cold.
No, you are from Ohio. Do not disgrace yourself by saying that 60 is cold. I was upset. I was like actually very upset when she was like, it's gonna be cold. I'm like, what are you talking about?
But it's just different when you're so used to it.
Maybe your body got adjusted or like readjusted.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, so today was super fun. Like Ashley, I don't know if Ashley thought it was super fun, but like we had like lunch with her grandma, who I've randomly in this trip didn't really plan to see this often, but somehow ended up seeing her more often than I had anticipated. Yeah. But we have so much more in common. I think she loves me.
She's ready to trade me out, but that's okay.
Yeah, like, she wanted Ashley to go back to Cleveland.
I'm like, how does that happen?
Oh my god, we're new best friends.
Yeah, she kept high-fiving her and leaving me
out.
Oh my
god, we high-fived all lunch long.
I was like, really?
And what else we do? Black Friday shopping, that was really weird. Also traffic here. Lack of traffic has been really weird too. The last time I was here, granted it wasn't during a holiday season, but it took us time to get places, especially on a weekend. But this time,
Atlanta is really populated. So like, we went to, I don't know if you're familiar.
And where do you stay, Ashley? What area?
Brookhaven, Buckhead.
Right, so this is like it's a busy area.
Yeah, by Lenox Mall. So I was expecting like, it to be like really packed. So the mall was packed, but like traffic getting anywhere really wasn't that bad. We went out to eat at Barcelona. No traffic.
Okay. If you guys are in Tennessee, Connecticut, Virginia, DC, go find your Barcelona wine bar.
Oh, it's so good.
I wish I had one. Like I would request them to give me a little area where I could do like a mukbang or a vlog for you guys. It is so good. The staff, so awesome. I mean, can't speak for other locations, but here it's not that just the staff was like good and nice and friendly and like really helpful and like did a good job serving. Between them, you could just tell people liked working there. They were dancing. There's a really good DJ and they were playing like our generation music. It was like when we were in college. I was like every song that came on.
Our generation, that sounds so sad.
Oh, shut up. I mean, yeah, it is kind of sad, but it was really fun. And you get a really mixed crowd. Like she was saying earlier in a vlog, this is probably some part of the vlog, but it's very what is it? You can say it better because you live here.
I mean, it depends where you live. I mean, it's kind of like spaced out, but it's a very ethnic environment here. So it's hard to find a lot
very
of
black, pretty much.
Yeah, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say, it just depends. Like in the city it is, but like there's like, to find a place where like Buckhead's really, you know, because I've been here, it has like a snobbier environment. Midtown's really cool. But to be in a place where it's like, everybody's in one spot, and it's not like one race outweighing. Although last night it was very, very white, but
very white.
And normally it's not outweighing on one side, so it's pretty cool to do here, at least. But you know,
the pricing is also really. I was really surprised because it's like in a nice area, and the ambiance is really like not bougie. It's like bougie casual. Like the place looks really nice, but you will see people in jeans. It's not like you have to like come like to present or show, but like I was looking at the pricing. Yeah, it's tapas, so you can't expect, it's small plates, but we got 4 and they were really filling. So
I had 4 plates, 2 drinks, a buy one get one
random
for dessert,
coffee,
yeah, 2 coffees, and we're still,
how much was it?
Was it around $50? No, it was like $72 was the total bill.
Right, which was crazy.
Yeah, like that's what happened.
2 people and like just like a night out where you get like the full shebang. Like you're not like, oh, we're just gonna have dinner.
You know, alcohol will really screw that up.
Oh my god. Right. East Asian can't metabolize the alcohol properly. I had a situation. My heart was racing so bad.
It scared me.
At first I was like explaining my symptoms to her, like how, you know, my feet kind of get itchy, my face gets really hot. She's like, yeah, you've always kind of had that. I'm like, no, my heart races like you wouldn't believe. And I had her like touch and she was like, oh my god.
It was going so fast.
Yeah, and it took a while for it to calm down.
You must stop because they say if you have a reaction, it only get worse.
It felt like it was escalating for sure.
Oh my gosh. We had caipirinhas though. They make good caipirinhas.
They were really good.
So yeah.
But so like back to like the whole traffic thing. It was like we went Black Friday shopping. Granted, we didn't go with the crack of dawn. We went around like 2 or 3 p.m. It was still a lot of people, but I almost feel like Black Friday, first of all, it should just be Black Weekend, because like pretty much, I would say 90% of the promotions that we're running on Friday, we're still running today, which is Sunday.
Weird.
Which is good and bad because I had gone into Henry Bendel and was like, there are a lot of things I'm kind of interested in, and then I didn't buy anything because when there's like a lot of people around, I kind of feel like I don't want to touch it, I don't want to sniff, and I just get like, you know. But today we went, there's like very few people. The sale was still going on, so we bought some stuffs. And we bought some Chanel. We were just like, we were being really bougie this whole trip. Like, I don't...
I think like bar confidence must be down because like it was just kind of like, man.
Yeah, we were talking about how like, how you run the whole promotion. And then there's Cyber Monday. What happened to it just being Black Friday? Because now, but we all know like consumer spending is down probably.
Yeah, and we're all like, people are like, we talked about earlier, like politically, people are just nervous and scared, so people aren't shopping. It's really strange. So guys, do your duty, like go shop, make things better.
I mean, also like if you have your eye on stuff, I'm sure now is a good time. If you have the cash, because they just want the sales.
So good.
Salad is good. I love putting arugula on my salad. Arugula on my salad, arugula on my pizza.
I've seen that places, some menus have that.
Yeah, my mom loves it. She'll buy arugula just to put on her pizza.
She's fancy.
What else do we want to talk about? Oh my god, are those radishes?
Really good. I got them dressing, but it's a really good salad. Most of the salads are really good.
I put arugula on the salad. Oh, why do I keep saying that? Arugula on the pizza.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Woo!
So we were considering Desta. I just wasn't really in the mood for Ethiopian food because we had Mediterranean food a couple nights ago. But tell them why Desta is so good.
It's the best Ethiopian restaurant. I'm choking. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Okay.
But it's the best Ethiopian restaurant in Atlanta. It is so good. Like, it's hard to explain. It's
injera. What else? There's like a lamb and chicken.
There's lamb, chicken, I mean steak, you name it, they have it. Skirt steak. I mean, you have to probably like read the ingredients to really like get a feel for what it is, but you're not gonna get anything bad there. I don't particularly like the bread that they serve. No, it was kind of spongy for me.
That's what I didn't like either. I've only had Ethiopian food once. It was like back in college, and I didn't really like it. So when she suggested it, I was kind of like, I could. She's like, but it's so good. But
not all dishes come with it, first of all. Only some dishes come with that.
Oh, only some dishes come with it.
Yeah, so not all dishes come with that bread. So that's what kind of changed me when I went. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's really a good place. So try it if you're in Atlanta traveling, you want to try something new. Desta is the place to go. It has a long wait a lot of times, but it's great.
I have really high ratings.
So good. There's a hookah place across the street called Therapy. Real chill.
Oh, so that one place we went to, Devon. I don't think we just add an S the way we add an S to Nordstrom's, which we should not be doing. But that was really good too. It's owned by Persians, but it was mostly like a black crowd. Would you say? Like mostly, I felt.
Yeah, last night it was. That night it was.
What other places would you recommend?
What you're looking for? I mean,
there's a lot of brunch places that she really wanted to go to, but
Murphy's, South City. Ria's Bluebird's one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
And we had gone there last time.
Super good. A restaurant called Surplus. Surplus is really good too.
We went to that one.
So good. They have this really good the crawfish. Did you get choke off to that too?
The arugula.
I took up the pepper. Crawfish. I think it's Louisiana crawfish etouffee omelet. Oh, amazing!
I've never had anything etouffee.
So
what is it actually? What is etouffee like by itself? Because I have no idea.
I don't know. It's like some Creole dish. I don't really know how to describe it. Maybe someone else can describe it for you. It's good. It's very Louisiana-like.
Oh yeah. So we want to talk about dating? That's always a good topic. We were at Devon, and we just were watching couples. I actually wasn't watching. She's really good at people watching. I always thought I was aware, but maybe I'm not as aware as I thought, because I didn't notice a single thing that she mentioned. And everything she would like notice, I'd be like, oh my god, like, am I missing out on life when I'm out eating? But
sorry, but people were making out during the dinner. You could not help. Like, I'm sitting there talking to her. I look over and I'm like, these people are mouth to mouth resuscitating each other. Like, you could not notice that. So I don't know where Jen was, but I'm a little nosy. Sorry.
I'm focused. Like, if I'm out with whoever, I'm usually paying attention to whoever I'm with. So everyone else.
Ooh, low blow. I was paying attention. I just was looking around.
Well, Well, also, to be fair, Ashley's back was to, like, her face was facing the whole room. My back was to the room. So I didn't really see anybody outside of people who were walking in and out of the room. But we were just looking at people who were like, are we too picky? Now, that might sound real vain or, like, but it's kind of like we look, it's like, what is it that we're looking for? Are we looking for something too much? But at the same time, I'm like, there were people I was interested in, but maybe they just weren't looking for what I was looking for. You know what I mean? So it goes a lot of different ways. Also, it's just really hard to find someone that you generally like everything about.
That's true.
Not everything, but like, you know, that you overall like, well, this is cool. I could work with this.
Really, it also like we were talking about. So my family, hopefully my family isn't watching this because this is really creepy, but I have a very single family. So I'm not married, don't have kids, never been married. Uncle never been married, has no kids. My grandma, she had 2 kids, but she's divorced and has been single since I've known her. And I had a cousin that was recently divorced that was there.
Yeah, so this was Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know, I might have some footage of Thanksgiving. Regardless, there will be a vlog link below of like some like snapshots of what happened while we were in Atlanta, or while I was in Atlanta.
Well, so I have like her family did have married people in there, or people who are dating and stuff, like not mine. So it was this weird moment where we're like, is this gonna be us? So they're watching TV. They're like, I mean, there's just like single.
I sat there after dinner was over. I was just sitting there with Ashley, and I'm like, Ashley, I was just sitting here looking at your grandma, your uncle, was it your cousin? And there was another girl coming, and I was just like, you know, everyone here is single. And it just like flashed at me. I was like, and Ashley, she was looking at me like, bitch, did you just say that? Don't ruin this. But where was I gonna go with this?
But it got better.
Right. Well, also, no, this is the other thing. For me, something had recently happened, like, of someone that I know, where their brother had died. Like, he had fallen down the stairs, and then he, like, no one found him because he was living alone, and they didn't find him until, like, I think he had to be somewhere. So it was almost like, I had that on my mind for the past, like, couple weeks, and then we're sitting there at Thanksgiving dinner. You know how, like, things just come to you randomly, and you're like, oh my God, my life, my heart, my whatever, and it's just like, outside of just being like alone or single, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of like, well, what if something happens?
Yeah, it's
like,
a very sad feeling.
What happens if something happens to you and there's no one there? And if you don't check on people, or like if people don't check on you, or I mean, but it's even like 2 days though, like that's not that long. Like I could easily go for 2 days and not necessarily like talk to anyone on the phone, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or like maybe a text here and there, but like that's
kind of sad and scary. So that's where this all came from.
oh my God.
But then, you know, the more like we're like talking about this, like, oh, we don't want to, you know, we don't want to be like super old and alone. All these different thoughts. But
there's a lot of horror stories of people who are married, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, and that's actually a lot of that. Like,
divorce, everyone's cheating. Pretty much everyone's cheating.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I used to have a fairy tale, but now I'm like, okay, so do I sign up for this knowing you were just gonna cheat? So the more we start talking about it, I'm like, we went to, I mean, I'm not trying to sound bougie, but we went to the mall, we were at Neiman's, we were at Henry Bendel, we were at Nordstrom. Like, we were able to do what we wanted to do.
I could just leave Thanksgiving with my family and come here. Like, as a single person, there's like a lot of freedom.
Yeah, you
a lot of freedom.
And someone's telling you how to spend your money, what you can spend on. Like, I can do my own budget. I know what I want to pay, what I don't want to, you know? So it's like, maybe we're winning. And when you talk to married people, they always say like, oh God, like don't rush it, or don't do whatever.
The ones that are being really honest, I think, give you like a balanced view. They're not going to tell you it's horrible, but they're going to tell you it's work. And I'm not opposed to work, but if it's like working on a relationship when people are being loyal and honest is already hard enough, and then you throw that into the mix, it's like, now I have to worry about you cheating, I have to worry about other women, I have to worry about like me at home. It's like, are you lying to me about where you are? Like, it just seems, I'm sure, okay, this has always existed for men and for women. Yeah. But I feel like now it's just too easy. Like, I feel like you break up with someone now, your recovery process, depending on how intense that relationship was, but regardless of how intense, your recovery process is shorter. You can just go on a date real fast. There is like, people are dating for all kinds of reasons, to get married, for money, for sex. Like, it's just, you will get over your previous relationship much faster. And then you realize, I don't want a relationship. That was horrible. I got cheated on, or it ended horribly, or whatever it was.
Like, even now, like, trying to think about how to even date, because I mean, we both date differently. Like, sorry, we both date differently. I don't really do a lot of, I've done the online thing, but I just don't do well at that.
She gets hit on. People come up and talk to her out and about. She'd be living her life, buying groceries, working, whatever, going to the post office, and people will stop and talk to her. Nobody there, I don't know what it is about me. People are not stopping and talking to me.
It doesn't work for me. But either way it goes, same result. These people are still
that's
like,
what we were saying. She gets hit on in public. I don't. I've tried online dating, which opens you up to way more people, obviously. And she doesn't do that. But guess what? We're still in the same position. And here's the thing. The kind of guys we've met, whether it's online dating or in real life, they still got the same stories. It's like the same pattern. So it doesn't matter how you meet them. And meeting people...
Rich, poor, blah, blah. I mean, they're all just the same, different bow and wrapping.
Meeting people through people, do we actually find that to be necessarily better?
I haven't.
Right.
Maybe somebody might, if anyone out there, you have a brother? No, just joking.
Right. No, but serious. I mean, Cleveland, I might be forsaken there. But in Atlanta, if you guys know anybody, set Ashley up, hit a girl up. I'm gonna leave your information below. Not so you guys can like set her up on blind dates, but you can if you want. But it's more for like, if you guys have like, you're getting married, I don't know, what else? You want to get your skin into a certain place. Like, she's like licensed to do all these things and give you all kinds of like, I asked her like last night, probably for like 45 minutes. I was like asking her about skincare, hair care, so many things. I have so much more knowledge to share with you guys when I review products now.
It was fun.
It was fun. You guys have to encourage her. Tell her to share her tips because you guys want them too.
She's really good at this. I'm not good. I tried for like a brief moment. It was weird. I gotta get better, guys.
You have to just not think about it. Just do it.
That's true. I think too much. I do that. You guys don't do that. Think too much, you get nothing accomplished.
You're an overthinker about everything.
That's bad. But
she will want the answer to a situation before the situation is actually taking place, and it will drive you crazy if you're friends with you. Like, you know what? We can't talk about this yet because it hasn't happened. When it happens, then we can talk about the aftermath.
Somebody has to understand this. Like, you want to make sure you're not.
Right. We all want to read. She wants to know the future, pretty much.
Yeah. I need like Miss Cleo. I hope you guys remember who Miss Cleo.
Oh my god. Yeah. If you do, comment. That means you know what age. Because Miss Cleo was on TV late at night when you're lonely. You're like, oh, she has my answer.
She knows. She knows. Miss Cleo. But yeah. No, but what we did say, so the golden nugget in all of this, which is hopefully will help you guys too, is that like,
for those of you guys who aren't married, or actually even those who are married, comment down below the best parts and the worst parts, or if you were divorced or whatever, because obviously this is coming from a single point of view, so it's very biased.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that one thing of like, that I think, at least, maybe it's just me, but I'm like, there's pros and cons to it all, or maybe not even pros and cons, there's just like benefits to each option.
Lifestyle, right?
However, like, don't fixate on it. So if your marriage is in a sucky place right now, like, don't fixate on it, because that type will change. And if you're a single person, don't fixate on looking for a person, because you really have some benefits here. That type will change too. So it's just like, just try to enjoy. I know it sounds so cheesy, but like, just enjoy as much as you can. Like, every step, it has a benefit.
Yeah, that freedom that you have as a single person, it really is. I'm not saying like, I don't know. Yeah, but you're responsible for yourself. So make the choices that will make you really happy. Yeah. I mean, we try.
We're not like sad and depressed about it, so don't get that.
There are those days though.
Yeah.
And sometimes when our sad days are in tandem, oh my god. It's like we don't even know what to say to each other.
Like, well.
It's just like, girl, I know. I know. I know.
I wish I was
We just want to take a 5-day nap. I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're almost done eating, so then it would just literally be us talking at you.
So was it a win?
It was a win. This pizza is so good. I don't know if I would get this pasta, only because I feel like they didn't cook it all the way. Ian, we reheated it too.
The ham is good.
Yeah, and the cheese is good, but I don't know, I'm really picky. I like things to be al dente.
Yeah, it's a little overcooked.
Like, it's too puffy, but at the same time, it's not soft enough. I don't know how to explain it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or maybe it was an old pasta, I don't know. The salad was really good. If you're a big fan of arugula, I love arugula on everything.
The crust is really good. The crust has great crust.
Do they do like a breadsticks?
They do garlic knots, so it's probably that.
Oh, okay. Really good. So, well, also here's another random thing. Last time I was here, we had mellow mushroom, and I thought that was really good. Their crust is really good. They do some kind of like fancy soda water thing. I don't know. They just opened around Cleveland, or I don't know, just open. I know it wasn't there last year because I looked for it, but now it's there. So if you're by me, you can have that. That's really good, and it's on Groupon. Anyway, I'm getting too excited when I talk about food. I'm gonna wrap this up. We're done eating, and I just wanted to reintroduce some of you to Ashley and like introduce you to guys who are newer. And I'll leave your information below. Instagram, your information for anyone who's getting married. I don't know, lucky you. Signing off. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye guys.